Hey lads, how's it going? It's Everseen here. So today's video is going to be about some Kirac tips for the Atlas. This is basically just tips I use in SSF to complete my Atlas quicker. I think Kirac is probably one of the most important things that you should do on League Start, because getting his missions and using his missions, especially in this league where you can actually do his missions and avoid the league mechanic, it's super crucial for your Atlas progression. Alright, so let's get right into it. This is the 3-to-1 map trick. You use basically any tier of maps, you trade 3 of the same map, and you can get the next tier higher map. So this works really good for being able to cover all of your bases when you're trying to get different tiers and different maps instead of using Orbs of Horizon. So basically in the video right here, you can see that I'm trading the first 3 maps, and then I'm taking out the last one and placing another one in, and it'll give you a different map each time you do this, because technically you're doing different maps with different IDs. You can also do this with taking out the middle map and then placing a map into the middle one, kind of like I'm doing here. And you can do it with the first slot as well to like get the maximum amount of coverage to try and get all the maps that you need to complete. So for the next tip, this one's going to be about using scouting reports and using Kirac's corrupted maps to kind of ignore the Atlas bonus objective for, say, red tier maps. Some maps are very hard when they're rare and corrupted in red tier maps, so it's nice to be able to use this tech to kind of bypass that. The way it works is you can choose any of Kirac's maps here, and as you can see, I'm looking through the maps to see which ones are corrupted and incomplete. If I complete these maps, because they're all going to be rare, I will get the bonus objective for any of these maps completed. This tech works really well with Explorer's scouting reports because we can actually guarantee that we're going to see maps that we haven't previously completed, and chances are there's going to be like a few maps that are corrupted, so you can just choose one of those. The Val scouting reports also work, but I find I get better results with the Explorer's scouting reports. So the next tip is going to be how to manage the inventory of Kirac. Basically, every time you start a mission, you will refresh his entire inventory. This works really good for just buying a lot of maps from him with your chance orbs or your alchemy orbs or whatever. As you can see, I'm just going through one mission at a time, going back to the vendor, looking at what maps he has. If I don't want any, I just get out of the window and then I go back and I start another mission. So this is really good if you have a lot of compiled missions and you don't really have any use for them. You can buy things like the Shaper Guardian div card, you can buy even Shaper Guardian maps. And on the off chance, you may even find a unique map or a Cortex map or a synthesized map. So if you're ever stuck on getting a couple unique maps, like I'm currently playing SSF, and if you play SSF too, you'll know the pain of not being able to get the unique map that you need from Kirac, or just in general to get more Atlas points. So right now, I'm missing the Coward's Trial, which I need for Metamod Craft, and I need Twilight Temple. So those are the only 2 unique maps left. Coward's Trial is just kind of a pain. All the Metamod unique maps are kind of just a pain to find. But you can use a special trick with scouting reports. So right now, I just have a Val scouting report, just for example. You want to use a singular scouting report. This guarantees that you're going to get a unique map in every single window. So when I say every single window, basically you have 3 windows of 3 different tiers of missions from Kirac. You want to make sure you have 1 mission at least of each of these before you use the scouting report, because what it'll do is, see, I have 3 different windows with a bunch of maps, but once I click the scouting report, I'll actually get a brand new window of every single tier. So if you're using the singular one, you've got 3 chances instead of, say, 2 chances or 1 chance. So it just works really good for trying to squeeze out finding those unique maps. So Betrayal is another really good way of getting the unique maps. You can get lucky. It is very random though, because you want to get Rin in research at level 3. If you do just the research safe houses, you can get the unique maps, but if you do Katarina, you can get the chance to get more unique maps, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, if you're not really familiar with Betrayal, I would watch a guide on it, but basically you want to get her level 3, then you want to go and kill Katarina, and you also get things like a Veiled Orb when you're doing this mechanic. So it's kind of, you know, you get scarabs and unique maps, you can get whatever, so there's a lot of different things you can get, so it's really worth it. Alright, and so let's jump over to the Atlas, and I'll show you kind of the Kirac nodes. Stuff has changed since 3.23. This node used to give you a Kirac mission every single day, but now it gives you percentage chance. So let's just run through the nodes real quick and kind of like what I would do on a league start. This doesn't necessarily need to be League Start either. Like if you're playing SSF and you're struggling for the map, you could just spec into this version of the Atlas. So I go over and I take June. This is, you can go up through the middle if you don't want to, but I mean, everybody pretty much does Betrayal anyway because it's really good for early gearing. You want to go up here, and then you want to get into this Kirac node. I personally go the left side. You can go the right side and grab the mission chance if you want. I tend to go for the increased scouting reports first. You get this, which gives you a greater chance at getting the singular scouting reports. Go up, grab, you know, the 6% chance. Now we go for these 2% chance nodes. And, you know, we already have 14% chance to get Kirac, so that's really good. You can also just pretty much go right here and grab these nodes for higher map tier chances. Depending on how good you're progressing your Atlas, you can go for those next, like the other higher tier map chance nodes, or you can just go straight down here. This is kind of like what I would grab is you want to grab all this Kirac mission chance, more Atlas scouting reports. It gives you 10% chance for scouting reports to drop as operatives, but like it doesn't really matter. You're going to find the other ones much more just because of the percentage increase. So then, yeah, you just want to kind of go this way. You could go up, get the Betrayal mission chance if you want, grab the Gateway, then go this way and grab the Einhar nodes. But I don't really like running Einhar unless I spec into it specifically, so I would go this way. And then I would grab the rest of this Kirac mission chance. I'd still grab this one too, because comprehensive scouting reports are really good too for trying to complete your Atlas. But yeah, you can see we already have 26% chance to grant an additional Kirac mission on completion, so this is going to help us a lot in progressing our Atlas. And then, you know, we're going to go for these next, basically grabbing the higher tier chance. And if you want to get crazy on it, you can go for additional map drop chance, grab all those nodes, and then just completely farm out an Atlas. But, you know, most people want to go into a little bit of Expedition, maybe a little bit of Harvest, or maybe come over and grab this Betrayal wheel, which I usually do, to grab, you know, like the this node here, which gives you 200% more likely to bargain for items. But yeah, basically that's all we have for Kirac nodes, is those 3 clusters. So, you know, 26% chance, 1 in 4 maps that you complete, you're going to get a mission. That mission's probably going to net you a free map completion, or, you know, you could get lucky and find the unique ones. So it's more so you want to get into this as early as possible, so you have just more chance of finding more unique maps, more scouting reports, etc. So that's going to do it for all my Kirac tips, guys. I probably missed some things I would think about after this video is uploaded, but for now, this is kind of all I've got. If you guys have any suggestions, though, like, please leave them in the comments, because I can also pin your comments, and then other people that watch the video can see it, so it just helps everybody. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I'll have some more videos in the future. Peace.